Welcome. This message is for anyone who needs to hear this message. Spirit, what is in the third energy between this collective and their person, please? I am now shuffling the wisdom of the Oracle deck. If you'd like more information about any of the decks I'll be using in this reading today, please see the description field beneath this video. And we have flexible. Okay, so that can be about adaptability, that can be about compromise. Negotiation, mutability. In some cases, the release of attachment to a specific form, to a specific outcome. In the guidebook for this deck, Colette Baron-Reid talks about getting in touch with the essence and surrendering the form to spirit. Spirit, what else is in the third energy between this collective and their person, please? I am now shuffling the Spellcasting Oracle deck. Just laying out a few Oracle cards to get a snapshot into the energies between you and your person. Then we will transition into a full tarot spread, followed by some further Oracle card guidance from you. Some message cards from a deck I have hand channeled myself. And we will also close your reading out today with a timeline Oracle card. So if you'd like to know when, please stay tuned till the end. And we have friendship. Now that did come out in the reverse. So somehow friendship is working against the two of you. So there's a few different messages that are coming through off of that. Of course, friendship can be a good way of strengthening the foundation between two people. Any good long-lasting relationship does have a firm foundation of friendship. I'm getting the sense that there may be some interfering energy. This is giving Three of Cups reversed energy. But the third party would seem to be a friends or friends groups, could involve social media. You or your person could have received some wrongful advice from a friend. There could be a friend that has a vested interest in not seeing the two of you together, unfortunately, is another message that's coming through for some of you. There's the sense that for others of you, your person may have friend zoned you at one point in time. For others of you, your person may want to be more than just friends, but may not know how to broach that subject with you. A compromise is possible with the flexible card, but it may require a conversation. I'm hearing a private conversation. Yeah, there's something about the conversation. Other people shouldn't be privy to it with the friendship card being in the reverse like that. Let's see, what else do the romance angels have to say about this? Another message that's coming through now is that there could have been a post on social media that your person may have misconstrued. They may have the impression that you have a lot of friends around you, or that you have a lot of attention and maybe just want to stay friends with them yourself when they want something more. They're afraid maybe that, something here about, are our feelings mutual? And we combine that again with a flexible card. Okay, let's move on. Romance angels, what else is in the third energy, please? Keep an open mind. Interesting. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, so when we combine that with flexible, especially if you're trying to manifest someone new, collective, you may have to be a little bit more open-minded in your approach. You may need to broaden your consideration. And again, surrender the form to spirit and just get more in tune with the essence, this person's soul qualities, for example. Don't unnecessarily limit yourself, especially, if you're so sure that your person needs to have blonde hair and blue eyes, maybe you might need to be a little less restrictive about that. You could also, again, this is another message for those seeking new love, but you might also have to change your patterns in order to call this new person in. There's also something here coming through about being open to compromise, being open to new love, whether it be a new person or the rekindling of an existing connection. But we can't do that if we're still holding on to old pain in our heart. Even if it was as simple as being friend zoned at one point in time, for example, if that trigger or wound hasn't been healed, it might be difficult for this connection to rekindle. It might be difficult for this connection to move forward. Okay, let's move on to your tarot now. Spirit, what surrounds the collective's person as it concerns the collective, please? What is he or she thinking? How is he or she feeling? Where is their connection headed? Just focus on your person for me, collective, so that your intuition can merge with mine and we can get you the most timely and up-to-date, accurate information. I'm working with 2 decks today. Colette Baron-Reid's Good Tarot, one of John Holland's decks, and I'll also be clarifying with the Field Tarot today. Okay, so the very first card out is 10 of Wands in the reverse. That's interesting because that was very prominent in last week's reading. So now we see the release from burden. So perhaps some progress has been made if I am connecting with the same collective here in this video. Because this could indicate the relieving of pressure, the relieving of burden, could even indicate delegation. Some more free time, some more downtime being freed up for your person. Perhaps this is something that the weekend has afforded them. The time off over the weekend has been restorative. It's given them a new perspective. It's opened their mind, to go back to the Romance Angels card. Perhaps they've been more flexible with themselves. What is crossing that, please? Okay, 2 of Pentacles, find balance. Yeah, so that can be about, that's reaffirming the compromise negotiation energy that was coming off of the flexible card. This card can sometimes indicate oscillations between the head and the heart, can indicate emotional turbulence or imbalance. I'm interpreting it since it's crossing the Ten of Wands, I'm interpreting that as them having found more balance over the weekend. And I'm even connecting the 2 on the card to the 2 weekend days. So it's like maybe on the second day, they're starting to feel a little less burdened. Some of them may have taken some time off, some time out. They may be doing some planning for a vacation or a staycation. Some of them may have taken some time off from social media is another message that's coming through, with the friendship card being in the reversed. For some of them, perhaps they've said no to some social invitations and just taken some more time out for themselves, or in the case where they have children, just some more time spent with their children. What are we aware of as it concerns the collective? So we have the Hermit, which is, it's reaffirming some of what was coming off those 2 cards about having taken some time out. So, I mean, they don't seem to be connecting with you right now. So I'm picking up on a demographic here where most of you are in separation or in a no contact situation. When the Hermit comes out in the reversed, it can indicate the end of separation. However, it can indicate that your person has gained the clarity that they have been seeking. So this is looking more promising. I guess the question I have is, will this last? Is this just because I'm doing this reading on a Sunday? And, I mean, in a different context, the 2 of Pentacles can be, if it was coming up beside the 10 of Wands upright, that would be all about pressure and stress. But I mean, for the moment, what I see is that the weekend has been restorative for them mostly, and it's opened their mind. I mean, some of them may have, this particular depiction of the Hermit shows a figure seated in meditation in a natural setting with 2 bluebirds around them. So they've raised vibration, the bluebird of happiness. They've integrated more stillness. And I mean, it seems like they've gained some new insight, potentially about how to bring more balance into their life, how to work something out, particularly if there's been some conflict among friends, could be between you and their friends or friends group, could be between their family and their friends. There's something here also coming through about social pressure, peer pressure. I mean, 10 of Wands when it's upright can just be about pressure in general, demands. When we combine it with the 2 of Pentacles, again, competing priorities. But I'm seeing here a release from all of that, a release from pressure, a release from doubt, a release from worry. They've spent some time in contemplation. Oh, interesting. I wondered whether that card was going to come up. If, as you recall, in the beginning when I was talking about the reverse friendship card, I think I said that it was giving 3 of Cups reversed energy, and this is what we have beneath your person. So, I mean, when that card is in reverse, that always indicates there's a third factor. It can indicate, when it's upright, it can just indicate friendship. But I see that here friends are interfering with your person's downtime. The demands of friends, when we combine that with that 10 of Wands energy, have been competing with your person's downtime, with their ability to spend time with you. I mean, first that needs to be in the 5D before it can be in the 3D. You know, that 5D connection needs to be good between themselves and spirit, between their lower and higher self, between their higher self and yours, especially if you're in a karmic soulmate or a twin flame relationship. That state of being needs to be anchored and sustained before union is viable, is possible, is permanent. Prior to that point in time, there can be a lot of back and forth. There can be a lot of instability. There can be a lot of impermanence. Yeah, in the last reading, we were picking up on an energy of addiction because there was solar plexus chakra blockage. Sometimes the Three of Cups can indicate addiction issues as well. You know, it can indicate when it's in the reverse, like partying too hard. So perhaps, you know, Friday, it's coming through as maybe Friday night they partied a little too hard, but it seems like they are feeling better today. Some of them may have a pattern of escaping through social occasions. I mean, it starts as a way of decompressing, but some of them might be trying to distract themselves that way from having to make a decision about their connection with you, is the sense that I'm getting. What I'm also hearing is that people know them to have it going on. I mean, they may have a bit of a public persona. They may have a bit of a false ego mask, kind of like a Dr. Jekyll Hyde divide going on, where they are a very private person and they don't really share that with many people. And so part of there's an energy of indecision or emotional impasse. Like, do they really want to share that with you? Or, I mean, the Hermit does give singledom energy. So I'm picking up on a person who works hard, goes out with friends, and then they have very little downtime left. They may work very long hours. And the downtime they do have left, they don't necessarily want to share that in a relationship context. They would rather just have that time for themselves. What is behind them as it concerns the collective? Okay, Four of Wands, joy and stability, and it's upright. I mean, so that card can be about commitment. That card can indicate reunion, celebration. It is the 11-11 union card. It is associated with twin flames. So if you're seeking a twin flame confirmation, Spirit has provided one for you here. Now, there's a sense that they are wanting that with you too. But it seems like they don't have enough time. They don't have enough time to do their job, see their friends, restore in nature, and be with you. They haven't figured out how to balance all those things in their life yet. And it's like, I'm getting the sense that what needs to be cut out here is the involvement with the friends group. There's something false about it. And I'm not sure that they've integrated you with their friends group in some cases either. I mean, you may be a complete secret from their friends, or you may travel in different social circles entirely is another message that's coming through. Another message that I'm hearing now is, I mean, some of them, when you met, they weren't looking for anything long-term. They just wanted to keep it casual, but then they started to catch feelings for you. I mean, you may not have even been their type, or they may not have even been your type with that keep an open mind card. Your soulmate or twin flame may differ from your usual type and expectations. I'm getting the sense, though, that the feelings that you feel for each other were unexpected. Certainly theirs towards you were unexpected. And they're not knowing how to make the transition from just friends to something more with you. Some of them want to move in with you, or they wonder whether you'd be open to that. With the Four of Wands card, it's something they've been thinking about. Where is this headed? Okay, Seven of Cups. So that can be about adjacent possibilities, the need for more planning, choices. In fact, in the John Holland deck, it's called Daydreams and Decisions. But yeah, when we combine that with the Three of Cups card, there's this residual sense of them treating you like an option. On the flip side, they may feel like you are treating them like an option, or there may be some unworthiness issues here where it feels like you could have anyone in the world. Why would you want them, or why would you still want them? It can be a very wishy-washy energy. There's the need to make a decision, but it's also the card of the daydreamer. So your person may indulge in a lot of fantasies about you still, about his or her life in general. It seems like there's a lack of clarity about what they even want in life. At the same time with the reversed Hermit, they've been gaining clarity about something, but it feels like they're needing a longer term period of paid time off to be able to really come to terms with what that is. Because it's like I'm getting the sense that they just get glimmers of it because they don't have enough downtime. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups. Where is this headed? Where is this headed, please? What is the collective person's next actions towards the collective? Clarify this Seven of Cups energy here. We get Four of Cups, which can be about dissatisfaction and boredom. But the reversal of that card is more encouraging. Because it can indicate active involvement and engagement, connection, not necessarily an engagement in a romantic sense, but what I mean is stimulation, taking an active role in one's life, in other words. There's a building energy from the 3 to the 4 of Cups too. It's a lot of Cups energy though there suddenly. So there's this sense of feel flooding or being stuck in emotion ocean and really not knowing what to make of their emotions. They may be feeling ambivalent toward relationships, ambivalent toward you, ambivalent about their desires in a more general sense. There's a residual sense of depression, and yeah, with all this Cups energy, they may be drinking a little too much. That's certainly not helping them gain clarity. Maybe helping them to escape the stress they feel. So, I mean, there's the desire to do something, but, you know, it's interesting. They're not so easy to read. There's something kind of, with all this Cups energy, there's something kind of slippery or evasive about them. And I'm slowing down to tune in. See if I can gain some further clarity myself. Let me pull another clarifier on the 7 of Cups as it concerns their next possible actions toward you. Excuse me. We have, okay, Prince of Cups, introspection. So that is the Knight of Cups. I mean, so he is mounted. He will take action. He is the poet of the deck. It's more Cups energy. So they want to express their feelings to you. They want to come out of that, out of their hermit mode and out of that bored, stuck energy. It's like they're wanting some movement. They do recognize that if there's going to be movement, that they're the one that needs to come toward you. So they've gotten that far with this. It seems like there's also the recognition that they do need to spend less time with other people, especially with this friends group, or spend less time on social media, unplug from social media. If, you know, the influence of the friends is more of a virtual influence. And for some of them, it may even be an EMF problem, is another message that's now coming through too. Like they may need to take time out in nature just to recharge. Okay, another message about, excuse me, their next possible action toward the collective, please. This could be another clarifier. This could be a message for another demographic, please. What else? What else are they prepared to do, if anything? Justice, but it came out in the reverse. Yeah, so there's this energy of needing to keep the peace, needing to maintain the status quo, wanting to do the right thing by you, but also wanting to do the right thing by the other people in their life, and then not being able to find a solution and being at a bit of an emotional impasse. Something doesn't feel fair. It's almost as if they They feel like they shouldn't have to be the one to make the choice, or it's something about the choice is too difficult to make. So it could involve some form of self-sacrifice. You know, we can't be all things to all people. Maybe we can appear to be for a short period of time, but it's not a sustainable lifestyle. So some of them may have some residual appeasement programming that's running. They may seek social approval. They may still be seeking approval from their family, from their employers. And prioritizing other people's happiness is never sustainable, because it's at the cost of our own. So this seems to be something your person is learning. This is part of their karmic lesson learning, and they're needing to balance that out in order to be freed up. But they are needing to make some difficult choices in terms of time management. And where intention goes, energy flows. So it's kind of like, if they're wanting a relationship with you, they're needing to make some adjustments in their own life first. Okay, let's see. Let's move on. I'm going to get you some advice cards from the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck of Heather Askanosi's. Spirit, what do you want this collective to know about their person, about their connection, or just some general advice to help tie this reading together? It felt a little floaty. It felt a little disjointed. Person seemed to be a little difficult to read, seemed to be a little wishy-washy. And so we're getting turquoise. Prioritize your health, and it came out in the reverse. Turquoise is also the birthstone for the sign of Sagittarius. So you may have some Sagittarius placements, or your person may have them. Sagittarius is also the zodiac equivalent of the Temperance card in the Tarot, which can be about peace, resolution, harmonization, which is similar to the combined energy of the Flexible card and the Justice card that came through. Let's see what Heather has to say about the turquoise. Take your health into your own hands. The first step is to identify what your body needs. Everyone is unique, so your health journey requires self-reflection to discover what will make you feel the best. Then take one step, no matter how small, in service of that. Maybe you commit to going to bed 15 minutes earlier, or find a yoga routine online, or perhaps you download a meditation app, go for a walk, or work out at the gym. Whatever you choose to do for yourself and your health, make it a priority and commit to it each day. With consistency, small actions, they will build amazing results. So there's the sense here that not only has your person been neglecting his or her emotional body, they may have also been neglecting their health. So this is something that they're needing to look at presently. They're needing to get more balanced. They're needing to get more healthy first. Some of them may need to commit to spiritual practices or some kind of exercise regime. Some of them may be using too much caffeine. They may need to make some dietary changes as well. If any of that resonates for you, collective, some of that advice could go either way. We also have allow yourself to receive and tourmalated quartz. Get out of your own way. So there may be blocks to receiving, abundance blocks. You know, if we're not making ourselves a priority for an extended period of time, or if that's all we know, like if our parents didn't teach us how to take care of ourselves growing up, and we learned to put other people first, potentially to put our parents first even, it can be difficult to feel vulnerable enough to receive. Let's see what else comes through there. It can sometimes be easier to give than to receive, but receiving help from others is a necessary component of a healthy lifestyle. Be open to receiving as much as you give. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. There has to be a balance between give and take in all of your relationships, whether it's with family, friends, coworkers. If you notice yourself feeling guilty or uneasy when others give to you, shift your attitude so that you can embrace what you have to offer, what they have to offer, sorry. Yeah. So that goes back to some of the messages we were getting before on the Justice card, the Flexible card. Yeah, there's something here about reorganization, reprioritization. Your person seems to need to prioritize his or own health and well-being at this time. It seems like they went for an extended period of time where they just weren't doing that. And it started to catch up with them, in other words. And then we also have get out of your own way. So that can be about overthinking, about stubbornness, being set or stuck in one's ways. It's similar more to the reversal of the Flexible card, which can be about rigidity, closed-mindedness too, rather than open-mindedness, to go back to the earlier Oracle card. The path is clear to your success. All you need to do is claim it. You are the sole owner and operator of your personal journey. Shed any thoughts of self-doubt, which can lead to derailment. You are entitled to live your best life. Don't relinquish your power by giving into negative thoughts or trying to avoid or deflect responsibility. Confront any obstacles that emerge and consciously seek out solutions. Success is yours. Take control, take ownership, take heart, and you will take command of your own destiny. Yeah, so there's something here also just about de-stressing, getting out of the head and into the heart. As we do that more and anchor that frequency, it puts us in our body more than if we've been neglecting our physical body. Then, there might then be some health-related issues that we are called to bring our attention to. And it's like what I'm hearing is that for many of them, they're needing to do this first in preparation for a major lifestyle change. And that is what is required for them to choose you. right, let's get you some further messages from this handmade channel deck of my own here. Spirit, what else do you want this collective to know about their person or about their connection, please? Help us tie this reading together. And we have self-limiting beliefs. Okay, so that seems like it is clarifying the tourmalinated cords card. So there have been some limiting beliefs that have been blocking your person. What else, please? Okay, friends with benefits. Interesting. So that goes hand in hand with the friendship card being in the reverse and with the 3 of Cups card. So, okay, so for some of you, this is a specific message. If you're in separation from this person, you're in a no contact situation, some of you, that may be a form of divine protection, because this connection is not intended just to be a casual one. This connection is intended to be long-term and committed. So it's like if they were to come forward too soon when they weren't ready, for example, then maybe they'd only be able to offer you a friends with benefits situation. And you know you deserve more and would want more with this person. Some of you may have fallen in love with this person's potential. But nonetheless, with the release of these self-limiting beliefs, transformation is possible. For some of you, it may have started that way, this situation, this connection. You may have hooked up with your person, and then you may have wanted more, but maybe they didn't want more at the time. They started distancing because they weren't ready for more. But I'm getting the sense that they want more now. Now, that can be difficult, a difficult kind of karmic situation to be stuck in, though, because that could create a wound or resistance between the two of you if you wanted different things. I mean, so some forgiveness work may be necessary, some more heart chakra healing. It can be overcome. A compromise is possible. What else, please? Spiritual practices, use of mantras. Okay, so that may be affected. There's lots of great mantras available on YouTube. Now, for some of you, in the beginning, I was picking up on another demographic watching this video who may be looking to manifest a new partner, in which case Sat Patim Dehi Parameshwara is the mantra to use if you want to attract a divine masculine. You repeat that 108 times. To attract a divine feminine, it's Om Shri Shriri Parameshwara. You repeat that 108 times. You can use a strand of mala beads. It's a very powerful ancient Vedic mantra. In fact, I'll share that I did meet my twin flame that way. My twin flame was already in my life in a different capacity. And after I did that mantra practice, suddenly I received the necessary activations to perceive who he was to me. So that can be a very powerful form of spiritual practice. There's also mantras available if you're seeking a committed relationship or marriage. You can just Google those, and there's some good sources just on YouTube where the 108 times are just supplied for you in the audio, so you don't have to keep track. You can just put it on before you go to bed. Okay, one further message, please, for this collective. And we have addictions, issues, gambling. Okay, interesting. So, I mean, I was picking up on some possible alcohol addiction, but in some cases, with this friendship in the reverse and the 7 of Cups and the 3 of Cups interferences is a gambling addiction for some of you. That's interesting. All right, let's get you some timelines, collective. When can you expect a shift in this connection? I'll get 3 or 4 of these. And we have May, came out in the reverse. Now I'm recording this video in July 2023, so that feels like a very far way off. That could be a timeline, but I'm getting the sense that that may be a pun on asking someone for permission. May I contact you? Question mark. So your person may be seeking some encouragement from you. They may be hoping that you message them first or you give them some kind of sign. Now, if you feel, collective, that you've already given them plenty of signs and you've messaged them and you've made your feelings known, then that may not be your message. Stay with what resonates, of course. Okay, another timeline, please, Spirit, for others watching this video. When will their person contact them? When can they expect a shift in this connection, please? Okay, we have 3 days. We do have the nodal shift coming up tomorrow. And we also have a new moon in Cancer. The morphic field of that will last about 3 days. Now, that has some interesting aspecting, that new moon, because it is in a sextile to the planet Uranus, so that can sometimes bring in unexpected communication. It's trine Neptune. It's also opposite Pluto. So it may be an unexpected communication. Might potentially be a little confronting though with that Pluto opposition. But with the trine to Neptune, that would activate spiritual relationships, platonic relationships. So that's interesting. I'm getting the sense that that moon could be helping this connection to call in communication. And then we also have Venus and Chiron are about to go retrograde coming up in the next week. Okay, one further timeline, please. Actually, let's get 2 since May didn't feel like a timeline. May felt symbolic. Of course, May could also be a zodiac indicator if you or your person is a Gemini. We did get Sagittarius came through earlier, so Sag and Gemini are zodiac twins. That's interesting. Zodiac opposites. Could be another twin flame confirmation. Okay. Another timeline, please. Okay, Wednesday. And 3 weeks. So repeating threes, I think that came up the last time too. All right, thank you, collective. Bye for now.